Do you have time to still plant some summer crops? That is today's question. All right, so you need to look at your area, your grow zone, and determine if you have enough time, and you won't be able to plant all the summer crops. All right, so my first frost is November the 1st. So that gives me time to think about planting some more tomatoes. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I have cherry tomatoes here. I know I will have time for that. And I do have a couple other varieties. I have Roma. I know I got time to do that because of the heat down here. So what you're gonna see is I'm gonna go ahead and take some of these old ones down, and there are a couple that I'm gonna leave up because I just need to clean them up. But overall, I still got time, and we'll be discussing some fall plantings coming up in the next couple of videos. But let's still maximize the heat if you have it. All right, so let's go. Now, these plants are decimated because of the heat. Even though I have the drip tape down, I'm gonna go ahead and take these up, this whole row down, and I'm gonna plant all these tomatoes. And also, I do have a couple other plants that I want to try. I did not get any cantaloupes this year. I only planted a few plants and they didn't do well at all. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time, but I'm gonna try it. I also already planted some corn, and it's kind of chilly today in August. It's strange. All right, it's been blazing hot. Now I do have some more corn. A rabbit got into my little area. I had to pin it up. I may show you that video, but I gotta replace a couple. All right, and lastly, it would be too late to start from seed, I would think, unless you in a tropical place, then you don't have to worry about that. So I know most of the big box stores are already done. This is why you need to support your local feed and seed stores, because they are still planting for us. And I stepped on my tray just a second ago. That's why this is done damage. But if you support them, and they'll in return support you, because these were way cheaper than going to the big box store. And so you won't find these at the big box store. Look for the feed and seed. Now when I pull these up, I just gotta make sure I don't mess up my drip tape. And I think the drip tape saved, well, it did save a lot of my plants from this insane heat. Everything was not on a drip line, but now during the fall season, I'm gonna come up with a plan to try to get my entire garden irrigated with the drip tape, because when it's this hot, I gotta make sure that I'm giving them enough water to survive, because I want all my plants to stay green. And so that's what I'm gonna do, and hopefully that will help. All right, now I'll get back to you. I'm gonna clear this whole lot, then we'll get back to planting some of those tomato plants, and then we'll go from there. All right, I'll see you soon. All right, so I just got finished clearing everything out. I got a pile of tomato plants over there. It looks insane. And guess what? I still am not finished tearing down all the tomato plants. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig out this hole, planting hole, so I can go ahead and put these plants in the ground, and so we can see how many tomatoes we can get. Because I still have a lot of co-workers and family members and friends was like, hey, you got any more tomatoes? Because I'm about tomato out, because I produced a lot of tomatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these in the ground so we can get these tomatoes going. And luckily the stake stayed in for this one. So what I do is I take, my tomato tone. And if you're new to my channel, I use tomato tone for a lot of different plants, watermelon plants, lots of plants, not just for tomatoes, but you better believe it works for it. All right, so this right here, I forgot to mention, I got Celebrity. I stepped on another one again, but guess what, y'all? I'm gonna try to plant it anyway and see what happens. So I'm gonna pull this out now. And remember, I like to plant all the way up the stem. So that means my plant is gonna be nice and sturdy, and it's gonna have a greater root system. So that's why I do it. So I see that's about right. I'm gonna go ahead and backfill. And my wood chips are breaking down. So this fall, because I was supposed to do it last last fall, but I was like, all them wood chips. I was like, So I'm probably gonna have to get 2 truckloads of wood chips. And you know how much one pile is. It takes a while. I know the HOA gonna say something probably when they see it, but oh well. I gotta get it in. All right, so after I get finished, I would water this in, but I'm probably gonna drop some more tomato tone. And the other thing that I'm gonna do is, since I know that my first frost is in November 1st, I'm gonna feed this plant and all these plants very, very aggressively. So I'm using my compost tea that I get offline. It's called Boogie Brew. I'll put that link down in the description, as well as with the tomato tone, but you can go to the local big box store. If they don't have it, then the link will be down there for you. And I'm gonna feed them so I can get quicker results. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, and also I will be using that compost that I make with all the weeds as well, using the little bit of beer. I don't drink beer, but I buy it to make the tea. All right, so I'll be using those 2 things. Let me go ahead and keep on planting. All right, so I brought you in close. If you're new to my channel, I don't plant the tomato plants at the soil level. I dig it way deeper and plant it down like that, so that I can get a stronger root system, because I'm going to have roots coming out along the stem, and that's going to help make my plant nice and sturdy. All right, so one other thing I got to do before I get started, I almost forgot, drop my fertilizer down in there, mix it around. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this down, and that fertilizer is organic, so it's not gonna burn anything. So now all I have to do is a backfill. And if your plant is touching the soil down here, then you can take your fingernail, or you can take some scissors and clip that, because you don't want to bury that up under the soil. We don't want to get any diseases on the plant. And so once I backfill, then I'll go ahead and cover it with the wood chips. But like I said, the wood chips, they are going away. The soil is eating them up, which is a good thing, but that means I gotta get more wood chips. And the wood chips I use are arborist wood chips. I don't go to the store and I don't buy the wood chips out the store like that. Someone had asked me that. Now I use the freshly grounded wood chips, and that's gonna feed my soil over time. All right, so, and I'll just come back and water this in. I'll probably bring the drip tape back and let the drip tape water it. All right, so let me go ahead and keep going. All right, so I just got finished with the tomato planting. I'm about to show you that real quick. I gotta hurry up, like I said in the beginning of the video, because I know there's a storm coming and we're about to get some more rain. You look at the clouds, but I got to show you something real quick. You see what I'm eating? I got more Asian pears. Now I want to show you real quick what it looks like now, and then we'll come right back. So let's go ahead and hurry up before it rains on us. This is what I've been eating off for the last couple of weeks. I have Asian pears galore. We probably ate like maybe 30 or 40 of them. I know they're smaller and I was pruning off, but I'm gonna have to prune off a little bit more to get them big, but they taste real good. I think they're the Reddy Robins, because you know they turn in kind of reddish, but they are awesome. This tree goes second, meaning I get to harvest off that one second. That tree right there, it doesn't have any more. That's the one that we were eating off first, and they had pears all over them galore. Now, if you turn right here, this is the one that I fell in love with last year, because these jokers get ginormous. All right, but I didn't pull them off like I should, but look at there. That one is growing massive, and I had some of them way bigger than that last year, because I only had a couple. All right, and that is the Korean giant. It's so good that I had to go get another Korean giant. I mean, it's all over, and this with me pruning. I thought I pruned heavily, but I guess I did not. But I'm going to enjoy these next. I know this video was not supposed to be about fruit trees, but I was already eating this. And then I said, hey, I think these pears are ready. But making sure you have varieties that harvest at different times, you will have a longer harvest. And I don't have to go buy no Asian pears. And you know how expensive these are? Woo! Now let's go ahead and look at these tomato plants before we go over to the next planting. So let's go. Now, it's getting kind of windy because the storm is coming. But I got my plants in, and I just got to be I got to watch out to make sure that I don't have any pest pressure, because you know the pests are out pretty good, and I may have to put some neem oil out. Now this right here is my celebrity. All those plants right there are the celebrity tomato plant. This right here, these are the orange. Let me see, the orange cherry. Now I believe those are the ones that look like that. All right, so I still should get a harvest. I'm kind of nervous, because not really, because this kind of feels real nice. The wind blowing, it's cool. Like it has been in the 90s, 95. Now it's like, I believe in the 80s. It was 60 degrees earlier this morning, which was insane for August. But I know it's gonna get hot soon, and that's what I need. All right, so let's go on over. These look real nice, and I may try to, like I said, I may try to salvage some of the tomato plants right here, because I done cut it back a little bit. All right, so right over here, what I'm gonna do is dig out a little space for my cantaloupe plants, and I'm just curious. I'm gonna see if I can get a cantaloupe to maturity, because like I said, I didn't get one this year. I grew a couple of I planted a couple of plants, and they ended up not producing. So I want to put them in this raised bed, because you know the raised bed, it heats up a lot quicker. But I got to make sure I put water, I wet my plants like my t-shirt says. And if you want a t-shirt, it's down low just below the video. But since I don't have irrigation on this, I was gonna go ahead and put them in the watermelon patch that is already finished. They gave me some watermelons. I do have a couple of iceberg watermelons right here that I planted not too long ago just to see. And so what I am gonna do, I forgot to put my fertilizer. I still use tomato tone. I guess I'll put it around it, scratch it in. Now, this plant right here, I planted that, and it is a squash plant, but of course it's already busted open. I got a couple of a squash this year, the spaghetti squash, and I got the crookneck squash before the vine borer got into it, just like it got busted open like here. I don't know what to do when it comes to that. I guess I got to plant so many of them and just hope that they don't get into it and that I can get some. I don't know. But you know what? I always continue to try and see. If you know, if you got a tip that I can use for next season, let me know. Appreciate it. All right, so put my tomato tone in here. I can't remember if I did that or not. I'll go ahead and put it down, and then we're gonna keep it moving. And then the rain could come and wet the plants for me. All right, so I got one more plant to put in. And I'm gonna show you the area where I'm gonna put my corn at, I think, but I'm gonna show you where the corn is at right now. And then we'll be on our way to getting some summer crops in the ground, and hopefully I can get this harvest. All right, so here's my corn that I planted. It's looking good, I must say. But when I was on my vacation, came back, several of the plants were eaten down to the nub, and I had to come in and replace some. And then that's why I got these right here. And so I had to put this fence up. So I'm trying to debate if I'm going to cut into the fence so I can place these in this back corner right here where it's empty, because I had to pull some of them up. Yes, y'all heard me. Vacation is over. Back to work tomorrow. Well, on the bright side, I have a job. All right, so That's why I'm trying to get all this stuff done now, because I got some things I got to do for work. But if you're in an area where you have time that you can put down some summer crops, if you choose to do so, and I'm gonna see if I can get all these crops done. But the corn, sweet corn, the varieties that are out there, they only take 60 days, 60, 65 days. All right, so I got time for that. But am I the best corn grower? Nope. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get it done. All right, so I'll see you in the next video. It's either right here or over there, but still try to grow something, or go ahead and start your fall plantings if you don't have enough time. All right, I'll check you later in that video.